If you've been in a relationship with a highly narcissistic person and you've experienced narcissistic abuse, then you've had to wake up to the reality that you've been manipulated, lied to, gaslit, stonewalled, cheated on. And if you're angry, and I know it sucks to be really angry, it is uncomfortable and it is painful, but nonetheless, let me say congratulations, because you are on the path to healing and recovering after narcissistic abuse. My name's Ruth Ann. I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm an expert in relationships and issues of narcissism. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why your anger is your friend, how your anger can point you in the direction of your most precious values and help point you and guide you towards a future that's based on peace and self-respect and a future that you truly deserve to have. So you're angry. Of course you're angry. If you've been lied to, if you've been manipulated, if you've been cheated on, if you've been stonewalled, if you've been abused physically, financially, sexually, or in any way, it is right that you feel angry. As a psychologist, I really like when people I work with get angry, because if we can explore it, it will help us understand so much of what you value, of what's important to you, of where the deepest hurts and the deepest wounds have been, where we need to focus our time, our attention, our care, our compassion. It will really direct us to the most vulnerable parts of you that need to be cared for and nurtured. You can let your anger point you to where you're hurting the most, where you need to focus your attention, where you need to soothe yourself, where you need acknowledgement and validation from yourself and hopefully from some people in your life who can truly understand what you've been through. Your anger is telling you what you most value, that you value being treated with respect, dignity, honesty, compassion, gentleness, reciprocity. It's telling you what is most important to you and what you need to build to have a peaceful future that you really want to live in. It's completely understandable after narcissistic abuse to have fantasies of revenge. Many of us want life to be fair. We kind of have a moral code that says that good things should happen to good people, that bad people should be punished for the actions that they've taken. But unfortunately, life isn't really like that. Now, sometimes there can be some level of revenge and justice. If you've seen the Tinder Swindler, there is the most amazing scene where Eileen, a woman that Simon, the Tinder Swindler, has conned out of an absolute fortune of money. And she takes a little bit of revenge. She takes his clothes, pretending she's going to sell them to make him money. She sells them on eBay and keeps the money for herself. And who watches that and isn't absolutely rooting for her? Now, the justice she gets is a drop in the ocean compared to what she's lost. But boy, does it feel good to see her get that little bit of justice. Unfortunately, life isn't always like that. Justice doesn't always come. People don't always face the consequences of their behaviors, even the most terrible behaviors that they might have engaged in. Sometimes we need to accept that justice isn't coming. I'm not saying we have to agree with it. I'm not saying we have to like it. I'm not saying that it justifies it. I'm not saying that it's just that justice isn't coming. But it may be reality. And accepting that reality for what it is may free you to pay more attention to yourself, to pay more attention to the things that you value and the future that you want to build for yourself. You don't deserve to live in resentment, hate, and fantasies of revenge. You deserve to have what you value: fairness, dignity, honesty, respect, tenderness, love, and vulnerability. After abuse, it's normal to ruminate, to go over and over and over in our heads on repeat what happened to us and how unfair it is. And maybe on some level, that's our brain seeking justice. That's our mind saying this is not fair and I want justice, I want fairness. Sometimes the worst things happen to the best of people, to innocent people. And sometimes it's left to innocent people, victims of war, of natural disasters, who did nothing to deserve what they've been through. And sometimes it's left to them to pick up the pieces and rebuild by themselves with what they've got. It may not be fair. It may not be just. But nonetheless, you deserve to pick up those pieces and start to build for yourself a future, a life, relationships based on the values that are so, so important to you. Sometimes it's necessary to turn your attention away from fantasies of revenge to thoughts that are making you angry and begin that hard and slow work of rebuilding, of intentionally putting one foot in front of the other and just doing the next right thing that you can do to help you have a better day, maybe even a better hour, a better minute, a better week, a better month, a better year. You may need to intentionally engage in activities that are soft, gentle, and soothing for you, that are meaningful for you. You may need to intentionally reconnect with friends and family, even when it may be the last thing that you want to do. You may need to intentionally make some time a narcissist-free zone. Maybe you've gone full on no contact with the narcissistic person in your life. But if you're still thinking about them, ruminating and dwelling on them, they're taking up space in your mind that they don't deserve to have. And sometimes you need to make a deliberate decision to make some time a narcissist-free zone, to spend time with friends and family or people that are important to you, joking, relaxing, talking about other things. Gradually, as you shift your attention towards other things, they will grow. What you focus on grows. Where you put your attention, it will grow. I promise you. Over time, by turning your attention to the things that you value, and by intentionally putting one foot in front of the other and just doing the next right thing that you can do right now, you will slowly rebuild a life that may surprise you. A life that's respectful, that's peaceful, that has relationships that are based on respect and reciprocity. You might suddenly find that actually you're a lot freer from that resentment than you ever imagined possible. And you might even be able to smile at your anger and say, thank you. Thank you for showing me where I was mistreated. Thank you for showing me where I needed to be healed. Thank you for showing me where I needed to take action to protect myself and improve my life. Thank you for pointing the way. I'd love to hear what you think. What's your experience of anger after narcissistic abuse been like? And how have you begun that healing process? Leave a comment, share your thoughts. If you like this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing so you can see more on narcissism and recovery after narcissistic abuse. I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, take good care.